Welcome to the Jerry Gray channel. This channel talks about narcissism and everything in between. Without further ado, I want to go ahead and jump straight into the topic. I want to talk about how narcissists spread a false narrative about you, or at least an early sign that they're going to. What I've noticed is that before they go about actually spreading this narrative, what they'll do is they'll say it to the people around them that are easy to manipulate, and then eventually go into the and say it to the power players. They'll test it out and you'll hear it, and you might fight against it, and thinking that it's not a big deal, or it's going to just stop with the lower people, but it never does. They're going to bring that up to the higher ups at some point. you know that's just how it works at a job. And you have to be careful in how you deal with this lie, because it's so blatantly unfair that it's just one of those things that when I say it's so blatantly unfair, I'm saying that it's just a lie that came out of nowhere. There's no basis for it, right? It's just a completely false narrative, and that is what makes you more reactive to it. And a lot of times you don't get to make it to even the higher ups, like end up having a huge fight with just the lower people on the rung, and then decisions are made based on that. By the time you talk to the higher ups, it's like they're talking about your reaction to it rather than the the lie to begin with. So I think one of the best ways to deal with it is to deal with the lie like early on, before it becomes something, and get in front of it for when it comes to the higher ups early on. Talk about what's to come. And that's just when you hear the rumblings. Whenever you hear the rumblings, when I say rumblings, whenever you hear the lower people talking about a lie about you, you just assume that at some point it's going to reach the higher ups, especially if there's a scheduled meeting or something's going to happen where they're scheduled to talk to this person. That that's going to be brought up, even if it's so like fake and false, and it's going to be believed, because they're not going to have a reason not to believe it. So you want to give them a reason not to believe it, you know and that's by just getting ahead of it, and you know telling them that it's a lie without having to directly talk about it, but tread lightly on the subject so that they're not caught off guard, and they're not just listening to whatever they hear. And do that with even the smaller people, but when it first comes up, don't get caught up in trying to defend yourself right off the bat. Just kind of observe and see what's popping with these people, and then you tailor a response to it. And make sure that you're not heavy handed with it. And that's all I got for today. Just a quick, short tip, but a very important tip. And that's all I got. Peace.